Hello, Amir. This is Casper, and in this video I'm going to show you some things about this system that I'm working with. Just to give you a little bit of background information, I am 40 years old and I have started this company 9 years ago. So I worked with this system 9 years ago. The reason I started this online system is I had some music friends and they were always looking for bookings. They were always looking to play their music for customers. So they asked me, Casper, do you know any people who are looking for music? And at the same time, I had some friends who told me, I'm going to have a birthday and I'm looking for musicians. So on both sides I had these people, and I made this system, a very simple system on the internet, that I launched in Denmark 9 years ago, and then it started growing because there was really a need. There was a need for the artist to get out and get a channel where he can get booked, and there was a need for the customer to get a better overview about who can I book. Because the problem is, when a customer is online, and let's say he has a wedding he's planning, or he has a birthday, a 40 years birthday, 50 years birthday, he's not used to finding music, and he doesn't know where he wants to go. So many times he will go to Google. Let me find Google here. And he might write something like Allein, Unterhalter, Gesucht, blah blah blah, something. And as you can see here, we have our page, and I don't know how much you know about marketing online, but these are something we pay for. We pay Google for these clicks. If you click here, we will pay Google some money. And then you can see down here that you can find many different Alleinunterhalters, but this could also be, let's say you want to find a party band Berlin. So many of these customers, they are searching online. Here you can see again, we are the one in the top of Google AdWords. So we are paying the most money to Google, but that's because we have the most effective system. And now when you scroll down here, you can see many party bands, and when you click on them, you might write to them and say, I want a party band for my wedding. But you don't know if they're available on your date. You don't know if they can play for your budget. You don't know if they actually can play the music you like. And so many things. Do they play in your city? So what we do instead is, let me find our page. We let the customer, we kind of force the customer. We don't show the bands here on this page. We don't show him any bands, but we want to try to make him make an inquiry, because an inquiry in German, Anfrage. Once we have that, once we have the email address of the customer and the phone number of the customer, we can use that and we can optimize how we work with that lead. That is a customer lead, and we want to make absolutely sure that that customer finds one of our bands or musicians. You can see that we have a lot of bands and musicians. So when he has made his lead, let me explain what happens. Let's take an example down here. Something here, this one, let's take this one. He wants DJ mit Anlage für Hochzeit in La Villa, blah blah blah, and then the customer wrote something about what he wants, and we can see some things. So as soon as the customer has made an inquiry on the system, we send certain details to the artist that is matched with this customer. So of course, if you don't want to play in this area, you will not get a mail about it, and if you don't play for the budget that this customer has, you will not get a mail about it. But we will send a mail to all the artists who matches this customer, and then the artists, they pay us a little bit of money. They pay us €4 or €3 to be on the list, but also to get the email address and the phone number of that customer. and then they call the customer, and maybe they book each other and maybe they don't. We actually don't know for sure. And the customer, he has this overview page where he can see the bands and DJs that are interested, and he can click on the presentation page to see something about them. So that is very shortly in general what is going on, but I want you to see the backside of the system. Here on my statistic page, I can see that today we got 21 new inquiries. So that means in Germany, 21 customers made an Anfrage, an inquiry. And if we take a look at how these looks, let's take one here. You can see this is for a 60th birthday in this town. And you can see that his budget is 200 to 400 euro. His name, email address, phone number, city, and so on. Blah, blah, blah. He's looking for a DJ or moderation. And then he wrote a text. So when the artist logs in, he can see all these informations, but he cannot see the email address and the phone number or the name. So as soon as he pay, how much? He will pay €3 for this one. He will be able to see these things, and then he can contact that customer. Good. This system, in this video, I will try and make it short and tell you the most important things. But because I had this system for 9 years, it has really developed, and it's become incredibly complex. So in the beginning, when you start to learn about the system, you will just know certain things, and you will need maybe a month or maybe 2 months to know everything. But we will take it step by step, and you will actually very, very fast be able to start giving some good support to the artist. And if you want to work with this system, and you give me your confirmation that you want to work with this system, then already tomorrow I will make a lot of videos similar to this one. I will try to make them short, but I will show you certain things that you can do, and I will show you everything about how you give answers to the artist and what you need to do. So don't be afraid about if you can find out if you know how to do the system. There's nothing you need to know except have a good mind, a normal mind, and then of course German. You need to write good in German grammar. Okay, let's take a look at some users here. I have my user list right here, and I will sort them by how many bookings they got. So we will see the ones that got the most booking. Here we have a DJ. He has received 70 bookings. So what you have to understand here is, for these DJs and musicians, these are not big time musicians. It's not the big bands, it's not the famous names. It's somebody who plays music as an amateur, pretty much, maybe semi-professional, semi-amateur. And they have a big passion for what they do, and they make a lot of money. I mean, he's probably getting, let's say he gets 500 euros for every gig. So you can see if he got 70 gigs through the system for 500 euros, each of them, he made a lot of money. So for the artist, this system is very important, and this system is the biggest one in Germany, the one that delivers the most gigs in entire Germany. But we have a lot of competitors, and the competitors are very much on their toes, and they're doing a very good job. They're getting better and better and better, and all of these online competitors, they're trying to get the customers. So right now we are doing the best job at this, but yeah, we need to be on our toes also. Anyway, I talk too much. Let me show you something. Let's open up this artist. This, what you see now, is how it looks when this artist is logged in. So he has a dashboard, and in this dashboard he can see everything that is going on. He can see if somebody wrote to him, and I'm also gonna open the presentation page. Every artist has a presentation page where he can present himself. He has a picture, you can see his reviews, you can see his name. You can see as a customer how many responses did he give to the contacts he got, how fast did he answer. And down here you can see a video and some music, and then you can see his review. And that is that. And then of course you can write to him down here. So this button down here just takes you to this place. So that is a presentation page, and if a customer writes through this button, we will call it a direct inquiry coming direct to that artist. Here we have the newest inquiry, and just to recap what that was, the newest inquiries were made from the first page here. If a customer makes an inquiry here, we call it the newest inquiries, and when I, as an artist, click here, now it's there. Now I can see the newest inquiries. I can look through the list. I can see, do I want to play for 0 to 200 euro? Maybe I don't. So maybe I will just look at this one. So as you can see here, I can see the date, the town, what kind of event is it, how many people, and how many money do they want to pay. So if I open up this one, I can see now some more information. I can see that this one got 4 offers. I can see that it's active. I can see some things that the customer wrote here. And then I can choose to buy it if I want, and then you can see that 5 euro for this one, this is more expensive. 5 euros will be taken from my account, and then I will get the email address and the phone number. So that's pretty simple. So now this video is already 12 minutes, and that is very long. So I will just stop here, and this has just been a short introduction to the system, and yeah. Tell me if this seems interesting to you, and then tomorrow I will do a lot of small videos that show you specific things and that lets you get started with actually doing some work with this system. I have some very simple things that you can start with, and yeah, it could be great to work with you, and I hope that we can get started, because I'm a little bit behind with everything.